Alrighty to you, my Texas farming and ranching neighbors. I'm Larry Marble. This is Down on the Farm, and we're brought to you in part by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of our grains, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company Corpus, now up 71.5 cents over the last 5 trade days. KC Wheat led the way yesterday as wheat and corn futures closed higher, with soybeans closing down slightly. Persistent dry weather over the western Great Plains driving force for the wheat rally. Corn futures were buoyed by good export sales from the U.S. for the period April 12 through 18, 61.5 million bushels, with Mexico the biggest buyer. Soybean export sales were unimpressive 12.2 million bushels, while new export milo sales were 1.5 million bushels, all to the Communist Chinese. The U.S. Drought Monitor reporting that 23% of the U.S. corn crop is affected by drought, while the percentage for milo jumps up to 50%. Corpus Christi's public elevator opened this week for milo trucks 7 to 445. The Andersons and Hansen Mueller are open weekdays 7 to 3. Timco is open weekdays 7 a.m. to noon for help marketing your grains. It's always 1-800-2-TUGGLE, 361-852-5207. That's Tuggle and Company. John Tuggle, Corpus Christi, Texas. We are on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, how'd the cattle sale go?
Went good. Had pretty good numbers, right at 1,100 head today. I believe 1,075 was the total. Steers, better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, from 240 up to a high of 340, mostly from 250 to 290. 600 to 800 pound steers from $2 to a high of near 260, mostly 220 to 245. Heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, from 210 all the way up to a high of 305, but mostly 35 to 55. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding from 90 to 115. Several of those highest yielding slaughter cows, 117 to a high of 135. Very thin or very low yielding, including some of the longhorn cows, from 70 to 85. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding, 115 to 135. Some of those highest yielding slaughter bulls, 137 to a high of 153. Bred cows and 2-year-olds, not many 2-year-olds today. They were mostly baby tooth to solid mouth cows, average to better quality, 1350 to 1950. Did have some groups of choice heavy bred black cat, 2100 to a high of 2700. Cow calf pairs, average to better quality, 1600 to 2250. Several of those choice sets of pairs we've been advertising anywhere from 2,500 to a high of 3,350.
How about sheep and goats next week? What do you see?
I think it'll be a big. We've already got some sheep and goats on the yards. We know of more coming this weekend. Depending on what this weather pattern does, we could have some big sheep and goat sales in the next month to 6 weeks. Could possibly go back to some 2-day sales. Cattle numbers, I look for that to back off some. I'm calling for maybe 700 or 800 head at next Thursday's regular cattle sale.
Jody Fry, Producers in Cargyle, Sheep and Goats Tuesday, Cattle Thursday. Tell everybody how to contact you.
Office number 325-653-3371. Mobile phones 234-7895.
Call me sometime. We'll visit. Jody, thank you for the call.
Bet, enjoyed it, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at the meat moves, courtesy of barchart.com. USDA's national pork carcass cutout value higher in the afternoon report on Thursday, up 22 cents at 97.60. The loin and the butt primal were both reported lower, with the rib leading the charge to the upside. Estimated federal slaughter for hogs, 485,000 head. That's down about 4,000 from last week. Pork exports tallied 28,790 metric ton. Neighbor, as we look toward the cattle side of this meat and protein equation, we'll see that USDA's wholesale box prices mixed in the Thursday afternoon report. The choice box 118 higher to 296.92. The select 76 higher at 289.66. The choice select spreads back to $7.26. USDA estimates 125,000 head Thursday. Weekly total 488,000. As we look toward export sales, 15,210 metric ton. As we look toward northern trade, reported at 184 to 185, 1 to 2 higher for the week. Neighbor, there's your meat moves for Thursday. We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how did the San Saba sale turn out?
You bet, Larry. We ended up having a little over right at 1,900 head today. I thought the market was very active the entire week. It just got better and better as the week went on. Strong demand on all classes of cattle. The stocker steers were $10 to $15 higher. I thought we had a group of 49 steers in one draft, weighed 442 today. They brought $3.48 a pound. Those little 4-weight steers dotted out $1,536. Another really good set of steers, 31 of them weighed 517, brought $326 a day. And those 5-weight steers dotted out $1,686 on those. Getting the heifer side, I thought the stocker heifers were 5 to 10 higher. Had a really good group of 57 heifers in one deal we shaped up, weighed 452 at 332. Those little midweight 4 heifers dollared out $1,500.64 on those. The feeder steers were probably 5 to 10 better this week, with 6 steers a day weighing 661 at 265. Those dollared out a little over $1,752 on those. The feeder heifers I thought were overall steady to maybe $3 higher. Packer cows and bulls were fully steady. Pairs and bred cows, they were steady after last week's, the last few weeks. We've had some pretty good increase on those after all these rains, and they're pretty well steady, those increases, Larry. Overall, good market again. Quality cattle's good, and just moved along extremely good today.
Good deal. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that Mason sale come Monday.
You bet, Larry. Then give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. Also, if anybody's listening on, next Saturday on May the 4th, we've got about 3,300 head of females will be back here at 10 o'clock here in San Saba. The listings already up, pictures and videos and all those are up too. Go to our website at jordancattle.com for that Saturday, May the 4th female sale also, Larry.
Ken, we appreciate you, and I'll talk to you Sunday evening.
You bet, Larry. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, you said you're waiting on a rain.
Yep, just kind of kicking back. They're talking about pretty good chance for the next few days. I don't know. I just hope it comes across.
I do too. How's the bull business?
Oh, it's not too bad. We've been getting a few of them going out of here and had several calls with people. Some of them tested losing 1 or 2 and trying to fill the orders if we can.
Right.
Got a pretty nice selection of pole Herefords and horn bulls here. Horn Herefords and a few Charolais and a few Red Angus and a handful of Black Angus bulls and a couple of Red Angus bulls amongst the troops. So a little bit of variety, you know.
Good. Tell people if they need variety how to get a hold of you.
They can catch me on that mobile phone at 830-570-0660.
Leroy, we appreciate you. Hope you get that rain.
All right, you too, Larry. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Uh-huh.
Have a good one. Bye.
Hey neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. I'm here with Aaron Lee of Twisted L Ranch Sales, brokered by Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Aaron, tell us about that new listing you've got on the Frio River.
Hey Larry, this is a rare opportunity to purchase a 61-acre hunting and home site property, complete with Frio riverfront access in Old Frio Town.
Now, how much of the river access do you have?
About 950 feet of private riverbank. This property's been owned by the same family since the 1800s and passed down through generations. So you just don't see properties like this available very often.
What else does it have, Aaron?
It's got new fences on 2 sides, well-maintained roads, large acreage neighbors, and a prime location in the Golden Triangle make this property an incredible find.
How can people get in touch with you to schedule a showing, Aaron?
Larry, they can call me directly at 830-317-1797, and I give you my word. If I don't answer, I'll call you back. Or you can visit us at www.homesteadandranch.com.
Aaron, thanks for being down on the farm.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
We're on the line with Rodney Butler, getting ready for the Friday sale in Beeville. Rodney, how'd it go?
Oh, it's going to go good tomorrow. We got some good cattle, got some really good cattle to Elmar. A lot of big cattle, but then there are some little cattle in between there. The little cattle look like they're a little softer, but big cattle are selling good. So we're tagging on a little over 400 with about 80 cows, 12 bulls, and the rest are all here with you.
All right. Well, tell everybody how to get in on that Friday sale there in Beeville.
Yeah, if I can help you market your cattle or if you have some questions about tomorrow's sale, call me at 361-358-1727 or reach me on my mobile, 645-5002.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, let's talk about Wholesale Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-624-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. And we're on the line with Klein Spear. Klein, how'd the cattle sale turn out?
Got along pretty good day, Larry. We had 640 head, packer cows and bulls. Pretty much steady, maybe just $1 or $2 cheaper in a few spots. Calves and yearlings pretty steady last week there. Choice steers, $2 to $2.40. Lightweights, $2.70 to $3.30. Those choice heifers, $2 to $2.25. The lightweights, $2.60 to $2.95. Crossbred steers, $1.95 to $2.30. The lightweights, $2.20 to $2.75. Crossbred heifers, $1.90 to $2.20. The lightweights, $2.15 to $2.60. Those stocker cows, $1.50 to $1.65. Those packer bulls, $1.32 to $1.53. Those breaker cows, $1.20 to $1.32. Those cutters and canners, $1 to $1.15. Those shelly cows, 65 to 80. Pairs today, 1,700 to 2,000. And the bred cows, 1,500 to 2,200. So still a pretty good market overall. Had a good run, and everybody's looking for a little rain.
Well, I hope you get it. We'll do it again next week. Sheep and goats Tuesday, cattle Thursday. Klein Spear, tell everyone how to contact you.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621. My cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. This is Larry Marble with Down on the Farm, and I'm with Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Tony, we're talking about one of my favorite things, and I use them on my place all day long, steel products.
Yes, sir. Yeah, well, spring is going on right now. Spring season is going on right now. It's a great time to get some steel products. Right now, we're running a 10% off on all steel products, your chainsaws, weed eater, blowers, and more. Whenever you buy a gallon of gas of their premix fuel or a six-pack of their engine oil, it actually doubles their warranty when you buy any gas-powered machine.
Well, tell everybody how to get in on that warranty.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just give me a call at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Tony from D&D. Tony, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're on the line with Carl Herman, Caldwell Livestock Commission Company. Carl, how did the sale go this week?
We had a good sale yesterday. Had over 700 head for 125 consigners and 45 buyers on a steady cow market and calf market. We had 150 cows and bulls, yesterday. Slaughter cows 90 to 137. Slaughter bulls 117 to 146. Stocker cows 1,100 to 1,750. In pairs 2,200 to 2,700. On the calf side, on the steers, 2 to 3 weight steers, 320 to 390. 3 to 4 weight steers brought 310 to 390. 4 to 5 weight steers, 278 to 330. 5 to 6 weights brought 260 to 292. 6 to 7 weights, 250 to 275. And the 7 to 8 weight steers, 220 to 252. On the heifer side, 2 to 3 weights, 275 to 350. 3 to 4 weight heifers, 275 to 385. 4 to 5 weight heifers brought 260 to 315. 5 to 6 weights, 250 to 282. 7 to 8 weight heifers, 230 to 257. And the 7 to 8 weights, 210 to 235. Overall, had a good day. Had a lot of really good packer cows yesterday. The grass is green and cows are pretty fleshy and looking pretty good right now. So packer market was good. The calf market was good, and we look for a good sale next week.
Well, tell everybody how to get on at good sale next week.
All right. My number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. If you're in the Giddings election area, call Max Ebner at 540-8676.
Carl, we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle and Company. Corpus, Milo in April through Corpus, D's plus 75, 984. Houston, D's plus 85, 1002. Yellow corn to Corpus in April, May plus 55, 496. Progresso, May plus 110, 551. Number one hard red winter wheat to Houston in April, July plus 60, $7 and 1/2. And we'll call Placido and Houston beans, August, September delivery, November less 90, 1085 and a half. 0 bales of cotton have sold for the last 3 days. Prices today, 69.08 to 72.58. Neighbor, that is it for the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. Thanks for listening to our 16 affiliated stations or at downonthefarmradio.com. Check us out on Facebook, Down on the Farm Radio, or my personal Facebook page, Larry Marble. Neighbor, we appreciate you listening. Good day to you.